What up? Boo. Guys, hello and welcome to my Cowboys family. What's up, Wolf Riders? Rolling in here. Carly Gaming, Tampa Bay Gaming, almost first. So close. I saw the retraction. Good job. Simmons family in the house. What's up? The whole crew is here. Virginia's finest. What's up, man? Cowboys Nation for sure. And we're gonna be doing. Let me check the audio here before we progress. I'm gonna let some people, a couple people join in here. Um, we had some good posts on Twitter. Billy Murphy's post, man. Much love to him. Uh, our subscriber. I mean, he. I couldn't said it better, and I love what he said about just YouTube. You know, the YouTube channels, the guys out here, and about us. So we appreciate that, along with Steel 58 and the other comments he made. Man, that's some great stuff from these guys, and of course DJ Crown J in the house, guys. You see below, I fixed the links, by the way, DJ Crown J. All your links are working on all the videos. Make sure you click and subscribe to DJ Crown J right now. Right now, do it. I'll be here. Don't worry. Just jump over real quick, subscribe, come back. DJ Crown J, man, he is the man. All right. There we go. Good. Four-time straight winner. DJ Crown J. He's starting up his own channel. He's gonna have cowboy stuff, guys. He has great equipment, great start, and I can't wait to see more. So it's gonna be exciting, man. DJ Crown J in the house. Above me, you see the weekly super chat, guys. As always, DJ Crown J's on the board, but we had 2 PayPals today. So you can donate through there if you want. Just we said do that through email, but we like to go through here if possible. Some people go through there. But anyways, as you can see, a huge jump in the discussion leaderboard. Ghost and all those numbers, man. Thank you so much for the PayPal donation. You know, it's been close and low this week, so there's a lot of people in the running for the victory. Space Cowboy 17, guys, as you can see below, a lot of information in there about the upcoming kind of group mega chat, whatever you want to call it, with Space Cowboy 17, DJ Crown J, Cowboys Legend 27, Cowboys football news, Dallas Cowboys football news. I mean, and I think TCDC. I don't know if he's in or out, but we're gonna have a lot of guys on there doing it, so keep that in mind for Saturday, June 20th, 9 p.m. Eastern, guys. Excuse me. And above me, as you can see, tomorrow we moved the time a little bit. We have something to do with the kids at school. It's a tile painting night, so they're painting a tile and putting it up in the ceiling. So something that we wanted to do. It's going to run a little later, so it's going to push our schedules back. We moved it to 10 o'clock around that area, maybe a little later. Make sure you jump in, guys, for that 1,000 subscriber Q&A live stream giveaway tomorrow. All right, so you want to definitely join us for that, guys. I'm going to try to shout some of you guys out. A new video dropping tomorrow by DJ Crown J, guys. Sign up now. You got Hollyway in the house. Fly Eagles fly, man. We're going to talk about the Eagles today. So later towards the end when we do our picks, guys. And again, I haven't said this yet, but I'm going to say it now, drop it now, and then we're going to go into the news here. Make sure you hit that like, guys, that like button for this stream. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're new. We're building, growing. You know how it goes. And, of course, when you are subscribed, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's turned on for all notifications so you get these, guys. Let me just get one thing, and I'll be right back. And we're going to roll with this, man. Give me 30 seconds. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Let's roll on to the news. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. With the super chat, guys, $10 or more through a lifetime, whenever. If you do it $1 a week, boom, my Cowboys family. The little rubber wristband, guys. We already sent out all 3 waves, so everybody should be. People haven't gotten it yet. You guys should be getting it shortly. What's up, Virginia's finest? Let's see. I'm gonna go through some questions before I kick this off here. Jugman in the house. New coaches. All right. So that's what actually I wanted to start with. So let's go with that, guys. So as you know, offensive line coach Paul Alexander, 23 years as the Bengals offensive line coach. Basically, he's saying he's inheriting this group. It's the best he's ever had to work with, by far. So he's going to keep that running game, I think, up to speed. with the Dallas Cowboys. At the same time, even though he has this new blocking, different blocking scheme than we have in Dallas. He has the run, I guess the power blocking scheme settled in there instead of the zone blocking scheme, which is what we're running currently, what we were running with Frank Pollock. So when you look at this, he has changed his blocking scheme depending on the players or the overall offense. So keep that in mind. He's flexible. So people think we're going to change it all up. It's going to be some changes, but I don't think it's going to be an overhaul of the entire, way we block in the running and the pass protection. I think it's going to help on the pass protection. I've heard good things about him on that. So let's look forward to that. Running backs coach, guys. It looks like Gary Brown, who was the running backs coach, last couple of years, he's back. He's going to return. It's not official yet, but all the signs point to him coming back, and he's going to return for his 6th season with the Dallas Cowboys as running backs coach. So keep that in mind, guys, and that's a good thing. I think that I think he is a good enough coach to stay. He was looking at Oakland, Houston was looking at him too. It looks like he's gonna stay in Dallas. Now we got yesterday we reported upon the hiring of Sanjay Lal. He's the new wide receivers coach for the Dallas Cowboys. He was with the Colts last, I think, if I recall. Miles Austin also, we reported on that as well. He also interviewed for that job. So it looks like Sanjay Lal got it, obviously. The experience is what gave him the edge on that. I think Miles Austin still is on the team as a special coach advisor. So we'll see, but they got to handle Des Bryant next. So we gotta see what happens with that. Now, who are the other guys that are out there being named? Kellen Moore. We've already talked about that. It's kind of almost there. I think they're going to space out these hirings because someone at the top, Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones, or I'd say as no lower than Jason Garrett, told Linehan or Garrett to, hey, chill out with these signings and these announcements. So that's my guess on that. But Kellen Moore is just being taken a little longer. They're looking at other guys, but Kellen Moore looks like the guy to be the quarterbacks coach of the Cowboys of some sort. So sorry. So let's see here, guys. He's always been looked at, even though, as you know, he's not the best quarterback out there on the field, and no skills for the most part to compete as any string quarterback. So when you look at it like that, he's always been that coach in waiting kind of player for the Cowboys. That's why they don't want to let him go. They were afraid of cutting him. So we'll see. It's gonna either way. Hopefully he'll grow as a coach, whether he's a quarterback's coach only or an assistant to the quarterback's coach or assistant to Linehan. Whatever. I don't know. I know this. If they mess up this year, guys, these guys are all out on the streets, and that goes to Jason Garrett. I do believe that one more year, this is the end. This is their last overhaul of guys. And people say, I know Vacha's made a comment about, well, you don't want to start with new coaches. Well, yeah, I understand that. You don't want to recycle coaches, but soon you have to. We're not saying recycle. We're saying bring in a good team. That's what Jerry Jones won't do. He won't do that. So, he's going to keep his puppet. That's a fact. Everybody can pretty much agree on that across the board, that Garrett does what Jerry Jones gives him, and without any kind of, I know there was, Jerry Jones, well, he's the owner. He's the one who makes the calls. You're right. But not any coach could do that. Bill Parcells had to get the hell out of there when he had that 4th-year option. No, he left because of that. Trust me. That's the reason he left. And you just can't do that. You can't build a team with that kind of owner on your back. So Garrett is the kind of coach that will roll with the punches when it comes to Jerry Jones and roll with the punches when it comes to his mediocre coaching. So I've said he sucks. I've said these things, and I do think he's not a great coach. But he has his days, like any player, any coach, and he's good enough to be mediocre. Let's just put it real. He's a mediocre coach with a mediocre coaching staff whose adjustments are subpar, below trash, all right? No adjustments. And a lot of that trickles down from head coaching. And I hope that people, when they watch that big mega chat, that they understand that when I said about the coin flip and how that's a big deal, and it's a decision made by Jason Garrett, all right? And it is to always get the ball first and impose your will. And that would be not that bad if it was the fact that we were playing the way we did 2 years ago when we had Zeke and Dak and we played conservative and we had a conservative playbook. That was a good deal by Linehan. That was a good deal by Garrett. They handled that properly, but they faltered, all right? And they've tried to expand too much with Dak and go away from the strengths of this team on offense. And that is my issue with Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, and all the other coaches were fired on the offensive side pretty much, so except for Gary Brown. So when you look at it, this is their last gas, their last chance to save this team. I know Garrett's got a contract in 2019, so you might see him stick around, and the rest of the guys gone. I don't see him being there more than 2 years for Garrett. Lenahan 1 year. But then if we do get in the playoffs and we do have another disappointing ending to our season, well, then what happens? Then we get Garrett again, because it's a blaming on the players situation. And again, it might be the players in that season. We'll see how it goes, But I just think that this whole thing is getting too much blame on the players. And I hate saying that, because I am so against the Des Bryant drops. I'm so against the Dak Prescott, ill-advised throws, ill-advised decision-making. At the same time, why are they allowing him to get to that point so fast? He's a 4th-round quarterback. Let's put the brakes on him a little bit. Let's not say he's a Hall of Famer and can handle anything and everything. It might take him 3 or 4 years rather than 2 years. So, but if you put him in a conservative game plan, you will be able to develop him to become that kind of quarterback that you want to kind of see from him. The coaches want to see from him now. That's my breakdown on that, guys. I hate the fact that Jerry Jones, Virginia's Finest, says, and other couple guys here have said it. The clapping, all you guys, fantastic. Thank you for the interaction. I'm trying to get it really burns me to know that we're stuck like this for another year. It's like prison. We're like all in prison right now. We're in Jerry Jones' prison right now, and hopeful that maybe we can get out and see some light for a little bit if we get like a 10-win season and sneak into playoffs, And then we're in the playoffs, and then we get bounced the first round. But Garrett extends the prison sentence, imposed by Jerry Jones from the top. So I don't know, guys. I'm rolling off here. Let me go through a couple other names. Kellen Moore, as I said, these are guys that are not in yet, but these are guys that are looking like they might get a chance to go in. We talked about some of these guys. Keith O'Quinn, we did not. He served as Bisaccia's assistant, our former special teams coach. Now he's with the Raiders at Gruden. So he's looking like he's going to replace that spot. He's going to be He's going to be promoted to special teams coach, Keith O'Quinn. Joe Pagano. All right, not Joe, but John Pagano. We know about him meeting. He's going to meet this week with the Cowboys. He ended last season as Oakland Raiders defensive coordinator, taking over for Ken Norton Jr., who is not that great of I've heard from Raider fans and analysts, not a very good coach or former player linebacker there, Ken Norton Jr. But so Pagano has been an assistant since '96. All right, he's done extensive work with linebackers. Even though he was a defensive coordinator, they think they might be finding their linebacker coach right here with John Pagano. So let's take a look at that. And also, guys, keep in mind when it comes to the defense, that's important. When it comes to a defensive coordinator / linebacker who needs to work with a 3-4, 4-3, Pagano has experience in 4-3 and 3-4 systems and could be a solid resource for defensive coordinator Rod Marinelli. So that guy's a big name, so keep him in mind, the Pagano name there. And again, last but not least, former Cowboy, has a Super Bowl '92 with us, with our first of 3 and 4 years. Ray Horton, you guys might know him. He was Cowboys, got back in '92, we got a ring, a defensive back. So anyways, he was considered for Jason Garrett's staff in 2011. He was out of football last season as a coach. Okay, serving as Cleveland Browns defensive coordinator. I don't know if you want to mark that on your calendar, on your resume. Well, the Raiders would like to have like a Greg Jackson to help return to the secretary. Horton has a lot of experience. That's the word on him. When it comes to our receivers coach, which is Sanjay Lal, people ask, what's the take on that? I've heard some negative, some positive, but for the most part, I say, there is an overwhelming sense that he has a shot eventually. Maybe not now, but he was having a shot, or can still have a shot one day to be an offensive coordinator in the NFL. And a lot of teams have considered that. So if you want to look at the positive, there you go. So let's see here. Trying to see here, we're going to jump to another topic here. On a side note, guys, Roger Goodell sent a memo to all 32 teams that Executive Vice President Joe Lockhart is stepping down. Okay, now if you remember Joe Lockhart, he was the one that kind of made the ruling against Zeke, that first one. That kind of rocked the whole thing. Right before that Giants game to start off last season. So, it's good to see him out. Just 1 year too early, I guess. 1 year too late. So that's too bad. Now, another little side note, little fun fact here. I don't really like this comment, but I love this guy, Roger Staubach. He was in a luncheon for Dallas Regional Chamber. He predicted that the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl next year. Just saying. Honestly, he's been him and most people, predicting, that the Cowboys are going to win since '96 a Super Bowl, and it's been 22 years. Sad, but hey, listen, let's keep the positivity, right? Roger Staubach, you were the man, and we'll see where that goes. Now, let's roll over. Let me get a couple of your questions, guys. I'm bad at this. That's why fiance, she's right now busy with schoolwork, guys, but she says, "What's up, my Cowboys family?" So let me go through some of these questions, guys. Make sure, again, this is my little interlude here. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Hit subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell. Make sure it's fully on for all notifications. You get these kind of live stream discussions, guys. Let me go back a little bit. We got Fifth Quarter Cowboys. All right, guys, subscribe to him now. The link is below. I got a bunch of links, but make sure he's on the top. Make sure you subscribe to him right now. That's DJ Crown J, guys. He's dropping a new video tomorrow. I cannot wait to see it. Tampa Bay Gaming in the house. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980 in the house. Hollyway's in the house. Eagle fan. Football nerd. What's up? Sports highlights in the house. Virginia's finest. As I mentioned, man, much love. I'm a hater. He's rocking it here. Giants fan representing. Tampa Bay Gaming. He is a Packers fan representing. Jugman, little Chris. I like what you're saying. We need Rod Marinelli to retire. That's what they're trying to do with him and try to move Everfluss into that spot. Obviously, it didn't work. So let's see here. Todd Haley, Jugman, little Chris. Todd Haley, he was being the name, not with Dallas. His just name is being thrown around out there in the NFL officially now. Cowboys are one of the teams, but don't put too much into that. Honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. When it comes to him, it's Todd Haley is good coach, but I think that it's not going to fit the Garrett system. And what I've heard is that the Cowboys are not looking towards signing Todd Haley. But well, guys, be honest. What did you expect? Did you expect us to do the right thing with Jerry Jones in there? I mean, 1 out of 100 times he hits the bullseye, Not this time, I guess. So let me see. I'm trying to go back a little bit here, guys. Yes, that's right. Virginia's finest. Jerry Jones runs the show, and that's the problem. Football nerd, clap for sure. Cesar Duarte, what's up in the house? Football nerd says, I hate Skip Bayless with all my heart. I don't watch it either, man. I can't. I watch it once in a while. I watch a clip or this or that, but I can't watch that show. I can't watch Shannon Sharp either. Stronger King in the house. Philly fan, Seahawk fan. I don't know, man. I don't know which one he is, but he's one of those two. Albert Paez, what is up? Football. Cowboys X Factor in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for that video, guys. Check out his page. Subscribe. Check out that video he made, the unboxing. Same thing with DJ Crown J. That's the video he has posted, man, of our wristbands. Thank you guys so much for your contributions, donations. Much love from Dallas Cowboys Nation. So let's see here. We got a lot of guys in here. Cowboys 42. What's up, man? How you doing? What is up? I said Albert Paez. What's up? Sebastian Flores in the house, representing. And Buddy Johnson, what is up? Have you heard of the West Coast offense, Dad? Yes, I have. That is a lot of passing, a lot of open backfield, no running backs. I know about the West Coast offense. What's up, Peanut, making his appearance? Oh man. So again, guys, look at all the streams above me, below me. The top one, bottom. Check them all out. You can see all the stuff that's coming up, guys. It's all self-explanatory. But make sure you check out DJ Crown J's channel. Make sure you check out Ray 415's channel. Make sure you check out Cowboys X Factor's channel, and of course, Space Cowboy 17 channel for the big, super live stream podcast with Space Cowboy 17, DJ Crown J, Cowboys Legend 27, Dallas Cowboys football news, and more. So make sure you join us for that. TCDC, etc., etc. So let's jump back to now I caught up. Let's jump back to some more news about the draft. All right, I know you guys like talking about the draft. I'm still schooling myself when it comes to a lot of these players, kind of learning things. I was looking about this Christian Kirk. A lot of people talking about him. Rave was talking about him yesterday, about returning punts. The fact that he's a game breaker, that's something that we could use. But I still cannot go with receiver in the first round. I just can't do it. I cannot pull the trigger to do it, even if he's the best receiver out there. There's something about it. I need defense, and I need to shore up this defense in case this offensive game plan falters once again. From the top, from the coaches to the players, to Dez, to Dak, and to the offensive line, to Witten, to all these guys. They got to play. To Beasley, they all have to play better. So, let me see here. So, the thing about Christian Kirk is that can he function on the outside? Most people believe that he can as a receiver. He's Ridley. They're saying that he runs better routes and is taller than Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk has, huge, of course, huge returns, in special teams. But we have Switzer, so that's the only thing I'm kind of not sold on needing that right now. I know he's better than Switzer, probably, obviously, but we'll see. He's younger, stronger, more dangerous. Remember, Ridley's a lot older. He went to college a lot later. So when you think of like a Christian Kirk, think of like a Doug Baldwin, Golden Tate style guy. I would love that, but again, not over a solid Vita Vea or Deron Payne. A solid inside player that can really stop that middle. I mean, I don't know. The more I hear about Villa, the more excited I get about possibly having him and working him into our system. And I'm hearing about this coach, all right, Pagano, who can work with 3-4, and even if you work with a 4-3, you can still move him over the center. You can still play the 0-1 technique. Not much of an issue there. We've done it before with Irving, with other guys, with Brian Price. So we've done this already. So it's not that we would do it 24/7. We're not gonna put the whole game, but we're gonna run it throughout. So, it'll be nice to see what someone like that can do with that kind of ability. He's 6'4". He's huge. He's like 325 pounds, and he possibly can drop to us. Speaking of, I want to go through the mock draft selections, guys. There's a lot of Dallas Cowboy a lot of mock drafts out there, but there's some of the big names. CBS Sports, okay, they have us down for a wide receiver from Oklahoma State. The Oklahoma State Cowboys, James Washington. Again, when I see receiver, I say no. Walter Football. Okay, they're seeing us drafting a center/guard from Ohio State, Billy Price. Don't know much about him, but fill me in, guys. Pro Football Focus, PFF, you all know that. Michael Gallup, receiver, Colorado State. Again, I see the WR. And I say, pass. I just can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. And that goes from Ridley to Kirk to Washington to Gallup. And then the last one, guys, as you all know, the ESPN one, Mel Kiper. He did his today, and he picked from Washington, defensive tackle. Yes, the one we want. The one we hear so far, we're looking like he's the most possible realistic one to get, Vita Vea. I like the name. What I've read. I haven't seen anything of him yet, so we're gonna do that reaction video one day soon, guys. Of Fiance and I watching these players and just seeing what doing a live stream, just seeing seeing like a 1 or 2 minute clip and just seeing them in their best and get our reactions and our thoughts about that. So we're gonna do that in the future, guys. Probably after the Super Bowl, shortly after, in that little break between then and training and the combine. So. Let's see here, guys. So, again, those are the names that they hear. James Washington, Michael Gallup, both receivers. You got an offensive lineman, center guard, Billy Price, and you have defensive tackle, and I like defense. Defensive tackle, Vita Vea. So, I like that one, that mock draft. Even though it's Mel Kiper Jr., what are you going to do? Hopefully he's right. Let's just put it that way. That is it for the news, guys. So let me run through here, rock out some of your questions. Again, don't forget, hit that like button, guys. Boom. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell and make sure that it's on to all notifications. And guys, if you want to help through Super Chat, it's right there in your chat box. You can just click that little $ thing, and you can help donate to the channel. We're trying to get to Dallas for the draft. We're going to be at the Pro Bowl in less than a week now. Can't wait, and it's going to be fun, guys. We're going to see a couple of our Cowboy players there. I'm hoping to be able to get some good video, and we're going to see what happens. We were there last year. It's very interactive with the players. It's pretty cool. So we'll see what happens, man. Maybe we'll have Travis Frederick, shout us out or something. I don't know. I'm talking out of my booty, but hey, we can dream, right? So we'll see what happens for that. But make sure you keep up with us on that. So you join us here and hit subscribe, and hopefully we get out to the draft. Myself and Fiance, we're trying to get both of us out there. So we'll see what happens, guys. But thank you for all your help, subscriptions, likes. When you watch the ads, that helps us, and the donations through Super Chat or Patreon or PayPal. So thank you all, guys. You guys are keeping us afloat. So thank you. Now let's see here. Kevin Bilbo said he'd be upset if the Cowboys took a lineman in the first round. Tampa Bay Gaming, you're right about Lonzo Ball, his dad. Um, Sure, can you want to get? Let me see here. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, guys, I'm running through some of your old questions, trying to get caught up here. But you guys are having your discussions, and that's awesome, man. Guys, thank you. Rico, yes, Virginia's finest. I actually about 2 weeks ago, he was talking about his record label on Instagram, and he made a mention that it's a weak ass concussion. That was about 2 weeks ago. A week ago or so, he released after 80 stings from Beasley. He released his album compilation, featuring somebody else there, F that B, and I'm not gonna say the words, but anyways, yeah, and he said that on that as well. You're not gonna talk about his football anymore. He's just gonna talk about his record label, but he's good to go next year. So yeah, we knew that he was gonna be good, and I'm excited to see him back out there, see what he can do. But I still say, and I threw this name out yesterday. I know there's a couple other names out there for tight end in the second or third round, but I was looking, if we don't go there, we go fourth or fifth. The nine-fingered Fumajelli and Rave 415 loved that pick. He said he looks like a bit like Witten, reminds him of Witten with 9 fingers. But obviously he's hung in this long. He's going to hang on to the ball, and I think he's going to be good to go if we go for a tight end later in the draft, which I wouldn't mind. Let's go defense. Defense and an offensive lineman. I always keep saying Will Hernandez. I want to know where you guys think he's going to be drafted. Will Hernandez. I'm hoping he can go down to the third to us, but if not, that's so be it. There you go. Tampa Bay Gaming says Tyler Haley's a dumb play caller. Have you heard of the West Coast? Yeah, okay, that's where I left off. So Tampa Bay Gaming says San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a good offense. He needs targets. You're right, Tampa Bay Gaming. Good point there. Albert Pye says defense. Exactly. Football nerd. Really is the only real first-round receiver in the draft this year. There you go. And I think Kuiper had him going to the Bears. So if he's going that early, he's going to definitely be drafted by somebody before we go. So hopefully that takes it out of the equation. We hope he gets drafted, so we get other defensive players falling, better ones coming down, and maybe someone like a Vita Vea can drop to us. We'll see. There's always that option. Always that option. Trading up somehow, whether it's per picks or with picks and player, and trade it to go up 3 or 4 spots. That's very possible. If someone like Roquan Smith starts to drop, if someone with dynamic defensive abilities comes close to the Cowboys, you might see the move being made by the Cowboys. I doubt it. Jerry Jones hasn't done that recently, but hey, let's hope for it. And let's hope Will McClay is trusted to make the right decisions here by Jerry Jones. So yeah, football nerd says the first 5 picks will be gone. Bilbo says as long as we don't take offensive lineman, I think we're good in the second or third round with an offensive lineman then. Again, and Virginia's finest said it too. I'm sorry, with Cowboys 1980 said Maurice Hurst. So did Rave. Also mentioned him too from Michigan. So Maurice Hurst, defensive tackle from Michigan. Another possibility. It really depends. I think it depends where these guys go. When if there's no real Roquan Smiths or even like a Vita Vea there. If Vita Vea is there, do you go for him over Maurice Hurst, or do you go for Maurice Hurst over Vita? So I don't know. I'm confused. I'm scared about that one. I think you can't lose, though. Sounds like you can't lose with this guy here, but I know with Villa, he sounds like an impact player. So let's see here. MCAM, what's up? Yes, we're going to talk about our picks. Can't forget about that. We'll talk about Virginia's finest. Join us for the tomorrow, 10 o'clock. All right, Eastern time. We're going to be doing some interesting discussions here. A little bit different than you're used to, guys. This is our special 1,000 subscriber Q&A. We promise we'd do it. That's what you guys want. A lot of you guys, longtime subscribers. We're gonna do that tomorrow. Should be fun. We're gonna have the kids. We're gonna have fiance, myself. All of us gonna be here doing it right here tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Again, I gotta mention this. We have a special event tomorrow at the school with the kids. I had mismanaged that, and I just want to make sure we have time without rushing. So 10 o'clock we're gonna start rather than 9. Even a little later in 10. So just make sure you guys have that notification bell on. And if not, follow us on Twitter, because that's where we send out a notification if YouTube is acting up and not sending out the notification. So make sure you keep that in mind, guys. Let's see here. Seen the video. Rickadon, yes, exactly, Richard. That's Rico's. 80s Ken Doll in the house. What's up? Defensive tackle, linebacker, safety. I agree. And again, they're talking about the guy from Florida State. Oh man, Derwin James, is that his name? He's somebody we should pick up if he drops down to us. So again, there's a lot of different choices in defense, on defense, and at different defensive spots that we can definitely take over a receiver. The glamour pick that might not pan out if Dak is running for his life without an offensive lineman, or the defense is not holding teams off the field. You know, like they kind of weren't doing this year towards the second half of the season. As I said from the beginning of the year, this team needed time to mesh and mold together. They did, and I said by week 10 they'll be rolling, and they did. Finished off strong, but they couldn't do it all themselves. The offense was failing us. So, but was it the players, or was it more the game plan and the coaching? I say game plan and coaching. That's the problem. That's the bigger problem. That's the foundational problem to this team. Justin Quarles in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Much love. So, yeah, we definitely need quality depth, and I think we'll re-sign Jonathan Cooper. I'm hopeful about that. We get a Will Hernandez back there as a guard behind him. That'd be great. Get a veteran, solid left tackle, and we had one of our subscribers mention this in a couple of our posts. Joe Staley, old veteran, 34 years old, I think. You know, doesn't matter. Get him in there, sign him for $4 or $5 million a year, 1 year, whatever, 2 years, 3 years, because he's going to be there as long as Tyron Smith is there. And huge thank you. Fifth quarter Cowboys making a huge entrance here tonight. I think I have to move him up on the chart right here. He does move up. That's how close it is up there, guys. So much love, fifth quarter Cowboys. He said, did you hear what Skandrick said in Undisputed? No, I did not. I heard that what he said, though, means he's gone, which is good. So tell us, fifth quarter Cowboys, what you got for us there. I saw that earlier. I don't really pay attention to Undisputed, Skip Bayless, all that trash. I don't. But when they have Bryce Butler on, and now they have Skandrick on, these are the Cowboys that are defecting, if you know what I mean, from the Dallas Cowboys, and guys that we were going to either release or not be able to sign. And I say release or not re-sign. I say Orlando Skandrick, and I say unable to, because of our receiver situation with Tyron, with Terrell, with T. Will, and with Terrence Williams, and with Beasley, Switzer, Noah Brown, and of course Dez. But Bryce Butler is the odd man out in that group there, guys. So I will definitely let me see, you at Cowboys. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's see here, guys. Let me switch this up for 1 second. Give me a moment, and we're gonna do the picks as well, guys. Yep, the Marshall. By the way, I did not mention the Marshall. You also helped out. Gave us just awesome amounts, man. You are the man. Thank you. He made his first drop, or he or she, I guess, over PayPal. So thank you for that, bro, or broas. So DJ Crown J moves into fourth place, guys. He said he's never going to lose this, right? So we'll see if he's right. I mean, it's hard to challenge the king, but hey, move up slow, man. Madden Master in the house. Yes. He's asking X Factor. He's like, I am a Cowboys. Oh, by the way, guys, before I do the picks, I got a good story to tell you guys. Let me see here. Before I go into that, fifth quarter Cowboys. He said that they put too much on Dak this year, being exactly. That's good. I mean, he's off the team with those kind of divisive comments in the locker room, but he's right. Like Bryce Butler was right. You understand? Now you can say he's not a team player. You can say that. You can say I kind of felt like honestly, like Orlando Skandrick has always been that way. I felt like Bryce Butler has a little bit chip in his shoulder, which maybe is rightly so, but you got to still kind of, I don't know, I guess he waited for his turn and didn't get it, so now he's going to explore other teams. So both these guys are upset with the Cowboys, so they're going to say some truths and some anger. Now, I'm sure it was some other stuff in there, but yeah, that's good to know. Let's see here. Fifth quarter said he sent I mean, that's a big one to acknowledge. I wish more Cowboys would acknowledge that, like more Cowboy coaches would, but they won't, because that's their jobs. Football Nerd says the reason people who are watching Undisputed is because of Shannon Sharpe. He's annoying as hell, and not because he hates the Cowboys, just because he's trying to be Stephen A. Smith. That's annoying as hell, man. And Stephen A. Smith, props to him for being him. Whatever. That's his act. That's his way. Fine. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's his persona on TV, and he's making money off of it. So good for him. But I'm going to say this. You can like him, you cannot like him. That's him. That's the way he chose to present himself on TV. But when you look at Shannon Sharpe, he's copying him. That's embarrassing. That's bad. That is I don't know. Just, it's obvious, and it's just, it's not unique. It's trash. That's why I can't even sit through 10 minutes of that damn show. So we're going to talk about that Virginia's finest. We have talked about it. I mean, we're from the Central Florida area right now, but you know we have roots that grow out from here, from OF to New Jersey. Myself here in New York, New Jersey, you know, to up to outside of the country. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow night, guys, and we'll try to do a live stream as well, especially if there's big news. Obviously, check in for that as well. Let me tell you this story, guys. I got to go through this with you. I was out today and I met this wonderful man who older man. He saw that I was a Cowboy fan, representing, of course, and he was talking to me. He knew, of course, he's passed away now, but Bullet Bob Hayes. And he told me some just unbelievable, mind-blowing things about these guys. He's good friends with him. He was good friends with Walt Garrison. He knew these guys. He hung out with them. I mean, Garrison is still alive. When I showed him, he forgot his name. He's an older gentleman, but man, it was really interesting to hear him talk football about those days. I'm talking about the mid '60s, you know, and the racial issues that were going on. That was craziness. And you know, and I mean, I know people that have lived through that situation, that time frame, from multiple jobs, you know, that I've worked with people that are from an older generation and happen to be African American. So they've dealt with that in the South. And he was just saying, you know, a lot of things. You guys know most of these stories already. That these, you know, a lot of these teams that would go down to the South, they couldn't eat at the same restaurants. They'd have to sit in the back and eat on a paper plate. You know, it's just degrading. So my point is that this guy was just awesome. I got his name. I got his phone number. I might bring him on this show, guys. I told him about the channel. I didn't have one of these, but I wish I did. I would have given it to him. I wanted him on the channel. This guy was talking like such great information about Dallas Cowboys history and about history itself. Some stuff that's relevant today. And he was talking about how the players nowadays, you know, they fight with the coaches and this, and they lost. They went to the other side of things. You know, it's like went from unbelievable amounts of having to stay humble to unbelievable amounts of disrespect. So it was very interesting to hear his point of view, and I think he deserves the platform. So I'm going to come back with it. I'm going to see if I can get him on the phone or somehow, guys. This guy's a very interesting man, and I got to say, you know, it was an enjoyable conversation, a good half hour, memorable. I actually, you know, he has no problem going on camera. It's just weird. It was in a place we couldn't really film, so it didn't matter. He would have done it though. He was down. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens in the future. This very nice gentleman was very impressive with his knowledge about the Dallas Cowboys and the history of the Dallas Cowboys and of society. So it's awesome. What's up, Bionic Cam in the house? Makes for good memes, I know. He's got a little horse face there, Shannon Sharp, football nerd. Don't you agree? Have you heard that NFL is keeping players inside of, what is this? Inside their locker rooms when the national anthem plays next year? Listen, I never heard that, football nerd, but honestly, I'm going to be honest. That would be fine with me. I have no problem with that. Let it happen that way. There's no need to be out there. There's no, exactly. Space Cowboys, you're going to see it pop up. You're exactly right. That's the way it used to be. It used to be, and welcome Space Cowboy, guys. If you haven't yet, sub up to his channel. All right, we're going to do a huge podcast with all of us, as I mentioned already a million times. So make sure you sign up to that. And you can read it below, guys. That's on Saturday. So make sure you join us to that. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to DJ Crown J. Subscribe to Rave415, man. Subscribe to Steel58. Steeler fan, man. He got some great, interesting videos out there. Fun to watch. Love it. So sub up to all those guys. And again, thank you to the guys above there. You know, Space Cowboy 17 for your donations, Slim Shady for your donations, DJ Crown J for winning week after week, and your donations for this week. The Marshall 736, guys. I mean, first time drop for him through PayPal, so we appreciate it. But so far this week, number one is Ghost. I'm going to say your numbers, 74246. Congratulations, man. You are winning, leading, and we appreciate your nice, hefty drop through PayPal, man. Thank you. Yeah, so Space Cowboy says, sup? What's up, man? Bionic says, can you give me a rundown? I'm late. Man, you're going to have to go back. We're going to kind of wrap this up here in a minute, man. Why do you skip? I actually said it like Shannon Sharp said it. That was good. That was good. Skip. You guys got me. That was a good one. Keep doing great videos, man. Thank you, Virginia's Finest, man. We will see you tomorrow. We're going to have, you know, at least one. But look for multiple streams coming. This weekend's going to be crazy with a lot of great streams. I'm looking forward to what our channel can offer. And to the other channels out there, guys, you can check out Law Nation. He did that awesome little podcast chat, mega chat, and I was just honored to be, myself and fiance were honored to be from my Cowboys family representing here, representing you guys on that channel. And we did our best. We had some technical issues. We got it all fixed. We know what we're doing here. That was a first for us, though, guys. And I know there were other technical issues in the studio that day on other channels. It happens to all of us, even the best of us. So either way, guys, it was awesome. Can't wait to do that again. Hopefully, next week or whenever they're down, I can definitely make time in my schedule for that. And of course, guys, foremost right now, tomorrow, guys, we have the that giveaway. Make sure you check in with that. If you're in there, you're signed up automatically. We got a football from the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, just a junior football. Don't worry. If you want us to sign it, we can all sign it, even the kids. But either way, it's just for fun, guys. Oh, Space Cowboy, what's up? Skeep, you know about Cowboys have a bunch of tomato cans. Skeep. Oh man, if I, every time I hear that, I go channel up, channel down, or mute. One of those three things is done after I hear that happen. But thank you, Space Cowboy. I gotta say, you're still a little behind the first place guy. But hey, it's all about the build up, man. And thank you for that hysterical post, man. That is awesome. I gotta say, Virginia's finest, man, right there. You got me, man. You got me. That whole thing about he looks like the Broncos mascot. Oh my goodness, that is the most realist comment right there I've ever read. Thank you, Virginia's finest, for that one. That was worth the extra couple of minutes. I'm gonna stay on here, man. That was awesome. Buddy Johnson asks, do I think that could fit in the West Coast offense? Do I think he can fit in the West Coast offense? I say, not right now, not yet. Maybe in the future we'll see, but not right now. I just don't see it happening now. Guys, I cannot forget. Before I wrap this thing up, I'm gonna give you my quick picks from the My Cowboys family, starting roster here. All right, the My Cowboys family originals. Myself, fiance, little J, little G, and grandma. We're all gonna give them to you right now. So let's go with the first game, guys. You guys know what teams are, and you know where my allegiance is gonna lie with these games. You know where my picks are gonna be. Boom, boom. So Jacksonville Jaguars at the New England Patriots. Listen. Let's be real. Probably the Patriots are going to win. Patriots are probably going to win this game. And we all know that. You guys know it. I know it. So, yes, the probability, the easy pick would be the New England Patriots. But I think nobody's accounting for that defense on Jacksonville. And that, I think, is the big question mark. I guess the big thing I want to see from the Cowboys. So, I mean, from these two teams, to see if the Patriots can overcome the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. If they cannot, I think Jacksonville wins, and that is why I, from my Cowboys family, am taking the Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. That's right. I said it. Jacksonville is winning this game. Now, we roll over to fiance. Fiance ends up picking the Jacksonville Jaguars as well, guys. I'm surprised that she went with them, but she did announce it earlier that she was going with them. And she stuck with them for the official, lock them in picks. When we roll over to my daughter, little Jay, she thinks it's going to be, yes, the New England Patriots, to my disappointment. She does want Jacksonville to win. She wants them to win. She knows that the Patriots probably going to win, and I know that too. That's the pick to take if you want to go that route. So that's if you want to win, all right. That's the pick you want to make. So. Definitely, I do truly think in my heart that Jacksonville has a chance, but I also truly think in my heart that Patriots are probably going to win this game. So, can't dispute that. Now, we'll go over to little G. Little G, he likes defense, and he plays for the Jaguars, for his flag football team. He's representing them, but will he pick them? The answer is yes. He's going to pick the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's rooting for them. He wants to pick them. He's going for them, and that's it. That's basically his theory on that. Now, grandma, she's very good with these picks as well. I was the champion in our little household here, but with all the family members we have here and outside of the household, so I won. I'm number one. Yeah, baby. But beat my brother, beat my mom, beat little J does these picks too. So does fiance, little G. So everybody did these picks. I ended up on top, but grandma was right there behind me. So her pick in this game is the one that most people would make. Boom. The New England Patriots. She wants Jacksonville to win. It's too much with Belichick and Brady. That's pretty much little J and grandma's, choices on that. That's kind of what they're going by. So, as you see, that is those are the picks for that first 3:30 game. I guess I think that's what it is. Second game, guys, and you know the teams. We hate those Eagles. We want the Eagles down. We don't want them to win. They keep getting through there, getting these wins with Foles. They keep, battling through these. I mean, they have shown what the Cowboys are doing wrong when it comes to management, when it comes to coaching. They're showing the reverse of what we should be doing. They have lesser players, and bigger positions right now being filled in some situations, and they're still winning. We're not. So we have to really learn a little bit from this. It's really up to Jerry Jones, and as Virginia's finest said on here, and a lot of us said, it's Jerry Jones' world. He's gonna do whatever he wants, and as long as he's in control, you're probably not gonna see much big movement when it comes to many big moves when it comes to our head coach. Just plain and simple. What's up, Purple Gaming? Representing in the house. So here we go, guys. Minnesota at Philly. I love that game, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch it. That moment that he caught that touch, I mean, that was a historic moment, and we knew it from the second, like as it was happening. We're like, history. It was crazy, guys. You got to watch that. It's on our replay over there on one of our older videos from Sunday. So check it out if you haven't already. So who we taking here? Minnesota at Philadelphia. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars with the defense. I'm also, yes, Eagles suck. Going with the damn Minnesota Vikings, guys. They're going to play in the first Super Bowl. They're going to play in the Super Bowl that's their home. It's going to be their home stadium. I think it's the first. I know it's never happened. There's always a first, a time for a first time. And this one is when it's going to happen. Philly cannot get in there. So let's go to the next picks. Philly's back on the board. Fiance also goes with the Minnesota Vikings, guys. Sorry. It's not because of me. She does believe in the Vikings defense. She does believe this is their season. With all these injuries they've had. Another team that shows the Cowboys what they're doing wrong. These teams bounce back with a million injuries. They got a third-string quarterback, 2 backup running backs. It's just it's crazy. And they're here, and I think they'll be in the Super Bowl. I think they're going to probably win it. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think if they play the Patriots, they're going to give them the same trouble I think Jacksonville's going to give them this week. We'll see what happens. Now, Fiance, I like that pick. Let's see who your son, Little G, picked. Little G, he likes to pick the team he likes. Pretty much on his sleeve there. So he went with the Minnesota Vikings with the rest of the crew so far on my Cowboys family. So right now we're 3-0, all Minnesota Vikings. As we move on to my daughter, Little J. Let's see who she went with, because she seems to be the reasonable one here out of our crazy picks. And she went with the Minnesota Vikings, guys. She loves their defense. She thinks they're going to win. She is all in on the Vikings, I think, and getting that Super Bowl. We're all hoping for it, and we know that Dallas blood runs through her. We know that Dallas blood, and that Dallas blood hates these damn Eagles. Finally, so right now, guys, everybody has picked the Vikings. Grandma, will she make it a undefeated 5-0? Let's see. Grandma from my Cowboys family ends up picking the Philadelphia Eagles. She went with the Eagles, guys. She does not want the Eagles to win. Trust me, she hates the Eagles. She's known of the Eagles longer than I have. But she thinks they're going to win. She's just something about them. She thinks they're going to win. Their defense, don't sleep on that. They're 4th-ranked defense right there, guys. Patriots are 5th. Vikings are 1st. Jacksonville 2nd. So you look at the best 4 out of 5 defenses in the NFL right now. So you can't blame any of these picks going either way. I really don't see it, but I don't see any problem with either pick going. I mean, the Eagles making the Super Bowl is a very good possibility. I think that Minnesota will handle them. I think that the defense from Minnesota is a lot better than the Atlanta defense, and the Eagles struggle against them. Get ready to really struggle. Now, can the Eagles, the Eagles defense slowed down Matt Ryan, but he was off. Julio Jones dropped the pass there in the end zone. A lot of things went wrong for the Falcons. They were not on. I mean, if Minnesota plays like that, off, if they play even halfway the way they play, they will be better than that. Than even the Falcons, I think, and more efficient than the Falcons. Now, would I go crazy throwing? Hell no. And that's why, I'm going to put them back up there, because I can't look at that damn Eagles face anymore. Vikings going to win it. I believe it even more, obviously more. I believe that more strongly in the Jacksonville game, which is, I guess, more obvious. But I think that Jacksonville wins. I think it's going to be Jacksonville Let me do this, guys, for you here. I think it's going to be Jacksonville and Minnesota in the Super Bowl. Defensive battle. I mean, just it's hard to tell who's going to win, but I think I would probably pick the Vikings because of their defense, just a little bit better, a little bit more mature. But something about Jacksonville in that running game, if they can get that going, and Bortles doesn't make mistakes, I think Bortles can make more plays than Case Keenum does. And again, I know he just made that miracle play. It was not really much to do with Case Keenum as it was with just physics, I guess, and bad angles, and I don't know, science. I don't know. I feel bad for that guy, man. I hope he rebounds from this even better next year from the Saints. But number 43. Either way, I think that if this will be a low-scoring battle, and I think it'd be fun. I think if you throw the Eagles and the Eagles and the Patriots in there, and if they can both get in there, that would be the absolute worst Super Bowl. We don't want to see that. But I do think the Vikings can beat the New England Patriots. I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars can beat the Eagles. So if one of the two fail, there's still that one last chance. You know what I mean, guys? So let's hope these two teams win it and get to play in the Super Bowl. It'll be a very, very happy Super Bowl if these two teams are in it for the Dallas Cowboys and Cowboys Nation. Keep that in mind. And I take these two teams off my screen because this is about the big star right there, guys. Big D. Cowboys for life. So let's see. Last couple of questions, guys. Rack City is making an appearance. What is up, brother? How you doing? Trying to get to all the questions. It's just going real slow on my page here. Thanks for the comments, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the picks. I hope you guys enjoyed the news. If you missed it, guys, just watch the replay. Watch it a little earlier. We did a lot of, I think, a good set of discussions for tonight on a very, I guess cowboy talk. Very limited today, but we talked about the coaches, talked about some draft prospects, talked about our picks. So check back there, guys. A lot of other things like Roger Staubach predicting that we're going to win the Super Bowl next year. Don't do that, Roger. Roger the Dodger. Oh man. Same here, Space Cowboy. I want them to be ripping their hearts out. And guys, now we're going to wrap this up. Space Cowboy, thank you so much. He donated tonight. Much love, man. You are in second place still, a little bit behind Ghost. 74246. Thank you for the PayPal donation. So thank you both. Thank you, Slim Shady, for your previous donations. Man, thank you so much to DJ Crown J, number fourth place right now, but first and 4 in a row. It's weekly donation champ winners. That's why he's getting full promotion here for a long time. He's earned it, more than earned it. So DJ Crown J, thank you for tonight's donation as well, and bringing up the rear with a beautiful donation. Thank you so much, Marshall. And they know why. Thank you for the donation through PayPal. Much appreciated. Just a little recap, guys. Tomorrow, do not forget, around 10 or a little bit after Eastern time, My Cowboys Family subscriber question, live stream, and giveaway tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys are on. We're going to just take questions from you guys. It's not going to be really as much football. It's going to be more personal, more, like getting to know the fans. And letting them get to know us, here at My Cowboys Family. We know that this is what you guys had asked us to do way back over a month ago when we were going to hit 1,000. So this is what we're going to do, guys. And we hope it's something enjoyable for you guys, for the most of you. And again, free giveaway, guys. Football, 2 decals, and 2 My Cowboys Family wristbands, guys. So thank you again. And remember, you get these if you give over 10. So thank you, guys. Much love on that side of things. So we got those 2 things out the way, guys. Of course, do not forget DJ Crown J right there. DJ Crown J, guys, go to the link in the description. It takes you right to his site. Make sure, do not forget to subscribe to him before you leave here. All right, subscribe to him now. He's going to have great content. He has great video and audio equipment. He's a DJ. He mixes stuff together. He has a lot of stuff he's telling me about that's coming down. He just started his channel. Just subscribe to him. And as things come up, hit the notification bell so you can see it come through, guys. Subscribe also to Cowboys 17, Space Cowboys 17. That's where we're doing the live stream. I'm going to try to run it through here as well. I think all the YouTubers are going to run it through their own stream, but you can do here. But you can also just make sure you subscribe to all those guys. That's on the list below here at the last bar. You'll see the advertisement for that, guys. It's going to come on this Saturday. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. So again, Friday, tomorrow, we got this 10 p.m. Eastern for the giveaway and the question and answer live stream. Then the next day at 8 on Saturday, we have the big podcast here with Space Cowboy 17, DJ Crown J. Yes, DJ Crown J. Cowboys legend 27, Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys football news, TCDC, and more. So, guys, make sure you drop in for that. Let's see here. So, let's see. Yeah, Orlando, Rack City, Orlando's. We said that earlier. Orlando Skandrick said that they basically rushed Dak a little bit too much, which is basically what we've been saying on my Cowboys family. So Orlando Skandrick, although he's kind of defected off the Cowboys, he's saying the truth. Like Bryce Butler defected off the Cowboys. Not a team player in that sense, but then again, they're out the door anyway. So can't blame them. But also, they're not coming back to the Cowboys. That's it. So we spoke about Rico Gathers, D. Will, and much love, guys. I went through the whole spiel. Went through everything here. Spoke with, kind of sub up to all those guys. Rave 415. Don't forget to sub him up too. Yesterday we did a special show with him. A Google Hangout with him to talk about the draft. That was more draft centric. So check that out if you're interested in that. And guys, hit that like button. Boom. I love it. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it is turned on for all notifications. And guys, as always, it's about this right here. It's about that star. On this channel, it's about that star first and foremost. Integrity. We love every channel out there, guys. And never forget. Go Cowboys! Woo! That's right, I said it. All right, guys. See you all later. Be safe out there, right? We'll see you tomorrow. Never forget. Go Cowboys.